past month, I have really grown to embrace my paleness. I haven't really even been using bronzer this month, if I'm gonna be honest. So I am just going to jump right in and show you what I've been loving. The first product is a base. It's really the only thing that matches me right now. I actually had to go out yesterday to buy a lighter foundation. I am trying it out right now. It's the new Covergirl, the Outlast one, and this is my first day wearing it and I really like it so far, but stay tuned for a more in-depth review. I know I still have to review the Guerlain Lingerie Depot foundation, which I also really love, but yeah, that one was a perfect shade match for me when I first got it, and then it just, I don't know what happened to me. It just feels like I've gotten paler, and even that foundation, I think it oxidizes a little bit dark. It dries on me personally. I think it dries down a little darker than it looks when it's initially applied. But anyway, I still promise reviews coming on the foundations that I've had requests to review. So no worries, but the base that I have been enjoying for most of March has been this, and this is a BB cream by the company UNT. You can buy this online. They have free shipping worldwide, I believe. It has SPF 35, either 30 or 35. It's not on the actual packaging, but it is on the box, and I don't have the box anymore. This is a base that I've been enjoying for most of March, and I am really eager to use it up before it starts getting warm and I start changing color again. So that's that. And my favorite way of applying it is just with my fingers. I like to really work it into the skin, and at the end what I've really been enjoying is just using this brush. This is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, I think. I got mine at Ulta. I'm lucky enough that I do have easy access to stores in the United States, so I got mine at Ulta, but I did hear that the Real Techniques brushes are coming to Walmart stores in Canada. I haven't found them at my local Walmart, but I do have some of my subscribers that told me on Twitter that they've seen it at their local Walmarts. So check that if you want to see these in store. There are also a bunch of websites that carry them online. So this brush has been really nice all month long to just kind of buff out foundation. After I apply my base or whatever, with my fingers, I just like to use this, especially on areas like around my nose and my chin, where usually I get like product buildup or whatever. I just kind of like this brush to smooth everything over. So this was nice. In terms of makeup, I guess I haven't really been too adventurous when it comes to color or anything. I have been enjoying this concealer a lot. This is by Rimmel. It's the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. It is really nice. It's a very hydrating formula. It is quite sheer. It's more sheer than the Maybelline Age Rewind, but it is more hydrating, like a more hydrating formula. This is what it looks like. The only gripes I have with this is the color selection. I find them really misleading, the names. The one that I have is shade number 230, which is called Very Fair / Light. I would not call this color Very Fair / Light. As you can see, it's actually darker than my skin. I find the color very misleading. The formula is beautiful though. It doesn't crease or anything under the eyes. There are two shades that are lighter than this. I believe there's one called Very Fair and there's one called Ivory. And then there are 3 shades darker than this. I think there's one called Light, then there's one called Light / Medium, and I think there's one called Medium or Beige or something like that. So yeah, color selection, I find the names very misleading. And the second thing is none of them are pink. None of them have pink undertones. I find that they all kind of have a yellowish undertone, which is nice for neutralizing, but if you have a lot of darkness under the eyes, this concealer will not brighten. I think you'll have to use a separate product to brighten underneath. For me personally, I've liked using the Maybelline Age Rewind Brightener underneath. That one has a pink tint to it, and that one really brightens the under eye darkness. Then I kind of go with this over top to just neutralize everything and to give me a bit more coverage. Moving on, I guess to eyes, the only eyeshadows that I've been wearing, again, I'm back to my trusty Clarins Nude eyeshadow. This is what it looks like. Quite a boring color, but I love the formula, I love the texture, the way it just covers. It looks really nice by itself or as a base, and I love the MAC 227 brush to apply it. I have that all over the lid today as a base. And then most of the time I've just been back to my trusty MAC quad that I made with just the colors that I use most often. I started using charcoal brown eyeshadow on my eyebrows again. I've been using MAC Wedge. MAC Wedge is pretty much my favorite crease color of all time, so I've started using this again. Sometimes I use brule if I just want a little subtle brow highlight, and Shroom by MAC, I use this in the inner corner of my eyes almost every day. Sometimes I use it all over the lid as well if I want a brighter look. So I've just been kind of into this rut, and I haven't gotten sick of it yet. I find it very neutral, subtle, but it still looks put together and nice. So I've been enjoying that. Now in terms of lip products, I have this lip balm. I wouldn't even really call it a favorite, but it's honestly the only thing that works. I hate the texture of it, and it's the Nuxe Reve Miel lip balm. This is what it looks like. It's really weird. It's a very waxy texture almost. It has a matte finish when you put it on. It has like a lemony smell. I'm not really too enthralled with it. I mean, it's an okay smell, but I wouldn't bathe in it or anything. But the texture is, I just really don't like the texture, but I wear this at night before I go to bed. I put it on. I wake up, my lips, like it's built, it doesn't really sink in or anything. It just kind of stays on top of the lips, but I don't know what it does because it works. When I wipe off the residue in the morning, my lips are amazing. I don't have any issues with flaking. They're no longer dry. They don't feel irritated. This hydrates like no other. So even though I hate the texture and I would never really keep this in my bag and reapply throughout the day, it's not one of those types of lip balms, it actually does work at kind of regenerating the lip. So yeah, I wouldn't really call this a favorite, but it's an essential because I haven't found something that works as well as this. I have liked kind of a My Lips But Better, slightly more defined look this month, and it's by Mercier. It's called Potpourri, and it's quite dark. It's like a dark rosy pink color. I have it on today, and over top I have this lipstick by Dior. It's one of the Dior Addict Extreme lipsticks. This is my favorite lipstick formula I've ever tried by any brand. And the color that I'm wearing today that I've been loving a lot is called Cherry Bow, and it's number 356. So I'm just going to swatch that right next to it. It's a beautiful pink color, rosy pink, and I love the way these lipsticks feel. So I have liked this lip liner. At first when I bought this lip liner, I wasn't too crazy about it because it's one of those things, it's very dark. It doesn't look good with a lot of lipsticks, but it does look good with the lipstick that I'm about to show you. So it looks good with Cherry Bow, and another lipstick that I've been wearing over top is also the same range, the Dior Addict Extreme, and it's color number 316 Incognito. This color is beautiful. It's just a darker, kind of like a more brownish rosy color. And another color that I've enjoyed a lot, I've talked about this before too, it's by Yves Saint Laurent. It's a YSL Sheer Volupte Candy, and the number is 7. I think it's called Sweet Fig. Just more of a reddish tone. But they're all very lip-like colors, but slightly darker / more defined. So these are pretty much all the lip products that I've been wearing over the past month. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is a skincare product. And I started a new feature on my blog. I'm not sure if you follow my blog, but I will link to it below. You can follow it a bunch of different ways. You can use blog lovin', you can subscribe with your email or follow through Google. Every Sunday I review a skincare product. So I just started this thing called Skincare Sunday. I'm going to do it for every Sunday for the remainder of the year. I've done it for the past couple of weeks, so if you're interested in that, please make sure you follow my blog. This is what I'm going to talk about this Sunday. Mask that I bought. I bought this at Whole Foods. It's called the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay, and it's actually just a powder clay inside. I don't want to spill it, but that's what it looks like. And you basically mix it with either water or apple cider vinegar to make your own mask. This is pretty awesome, so make sure you check out my blog post if you're interested in hearing more about it. So that is about it for me. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!